Even the legends aren't immune to a little chaos on the oak. Darts is all about precision, but when the greats miss their mark, the results can be downright unforgettable. From shocking slip-ups to moments they'd rather forget, we're diving into the fails that remind us even perfection has its cracks. Starting with arguably the best player in the history of the game, Phil Taylor. Phil the Power Taylor is undoubtedly the greatest darts player in history. With a staggering 16 World Championships and countless records, he dominated the sport like no other. Fans called him invincible, a legend who made perfection look routine. Yet, even the greatest can stumble. And when Taylor fell, it was a spectacle no one expected. One of his most remarkable records was his near-perfect streak at the World Grand Prix. For years, Taylor seemed unbeatable, having only ever lost to Kevin Painter in the tournament's early days. But in 2004, the unthinkable happened. In a qualifier match, relative underdog Andy Calabi managed to pull off one of the most shocking upsets in darts history. And it is a big deal because Phil Taylor had only lost once for over 3 years. Now that's a record. The match started with Taylor in his usual form, hitting doubles with precision and controlling the pace. The crowd, as always, was firmly in his corner. But Calabi wasn't intimidated. He kept his cool, matching Taylor dart for dart. As the match wore on, the tension in the room became even more pronounced. Taylor, who rarely showed signs of pressure, began to miss critical shots, something unheard of for the Power. And that's where the game changed. Calabi, sensing an opportunity, capitalized on every mistake. When he finally clinched the victory, the reaction was electric. The crowd, stunned into disbelief, erupted into cheers, not just for Calabi, but for the sheer drama of the moment. Taylor, ever the professional, took the defeat in stride, but the shockwaves from that match rippled through the darts world. Calabi's win wasn't just a victory. It was proof that even legends can falter, and when they do, it's a reminder of just how unpredictable and thrilling darts can be. That night, the crowd didn't just witness an upset, they witnessed history. This shows that the legends can fall, but no one fell louder than Raymond van Barneveld, or Barney, as fans affectionately call him, is one of darts' most celebrated players. A 5-time world champion with a smooth throw and a larger-than-life personality, Barney was a fan favourite and a symbol of consistency on the oche. So, when he faced James Richardson in the first round of the 2012 World Championship, most people expected an easy win. After all, it was world number 145 going against the greatest players of all time. What they got instead was one of the tournament's most shocking upsets. Richardson, a relatively unknown player at the time, walked into the Alexandra Palace as the clear underdog. But if he was nervous, he didn't show it. From the very first dart, Richardson played with an air of confidence, landing big scores and outscoring his legendary opponent. The crowd, initially buzzing with chants for Barney, began to shift their focus to Richardson, sensing that something extraordinary might be happening. Barney, on the other hand, struggled to find his rhythm. His usual composure seemed shaken as Richardson took the first set with ease. By the second set, it was clear that this wasn't a fluke. Richardson's relentless finishing and unwavering accuracy kept the pressure on, while Barney's missed doubles and uncharacteristic slips gave the underdog the upper hand. When Richardson sealed the third and final set to complete the 3-0 whitewash, the audience was in a mix of shock and awe. The cheers for Richardson were deafening, an acknowledgement of his incredible performance against one of the sport's titans. Barney, gracious in defeat, congratulated Richardson, but the look on his face said it all. For Richardson, it was the match that made his name. For Barney, it was a humbling reminder that in darts, no match is ever guaranteed. And for fans, it was a moment they'd talk about for years, a true underdog story on the world stage. Now, let's take you to the international stages. The 2010 World Cup of Darts marked the tournament's debut, and all eyes were on England, led by darts heavyweights Phil Taylor and James Wade. England entered the competition as the overwhelming favourites. The duo was a powerhouse, combining Taylor's unmatched precision and Wade's solid form. That's world number 1 and number 2 for you. You see where I'm going, right? Facing them in the quarterfinals was Spain, represented by Carlos Rodriguez and Antonio Alcinas, true underdogs. The match began predictably, with Taylor and Wade dominating the opening exchanges. England's confident start had many expecting a straightforward win. But darts is nothing if not unpredictable, and the Spaniards wanted to prove themselves. Rodriguez and Alcinas dug deep, hitting critical doubles and landing high-scoring visits that began to chip away at England's seemingly impenetrable armour. The turning point came when Taylor, unusually off his game, missed a series of doubles that would have sealed a key leg. Wade too struggled under the mounting pressure, leaving the door open for the Spaniards. Rodriguez and Alcinas didn't just step through that door, they smashed it down. Their teamwork and precision kept the momentum shifting in their favour, stunning the English duo and the watching crowd. As the match drew closer to its conclusion, the tension in the room was electric. Every missed double by England was met with gasps, while every successful shot by Spain was greeted with cheers of disbelief. When Spain finally clinched the decisive leg, the upset was complete. The crowd erupted in a mix of shock and admiration. Taylor and Wade, visibly shaken, congratulated their opponents, but the defeat was a bitter pill to swallow. For Spain, the victory was monumental, a defining moment in their darts history. For England, it was a humbling reminder that even the best players in the world can have an off day. The 2010 World Cup of Darts will forever be remembered for this incredible David and Goliath showdown. How's that for drama? Speaking of drama, let's tell you about arguably one of the biggest upsets in darts history. Michael van Gerwen, often called Mighty Mike, was at the peak of his career in 2018. A two-time world champion and the dominant force in darts, he was the heavy favourite heading into the world match play. Few expected any real challenge for the Dutchman, let alone in the early stages of the tournament. But then came Geoffrey Deswan, a fellow Dutchman with a fearless approach and a knack for upsetting the crowds. Their first round encounter was billed as a routine win for Van Gerwen, but from the start, it was clear Deswan wasn't reading the same script. Displaying nerves of steel, he opened with high-scoring visits and clinical finishing, catching Van Gerwen off guard. The crowd, initially subdued, quickly became engrossed as the underdog refused to back down. Van Gerwen tried to wrest control of the match with his signature bursts of brilliance, hitting 180s and threatening to turn the tide. But every time he seemed poised to take over, Deswan answered back with equal ferocity. The match became a tense, high-quality affair, with both players landing big finishes and trading blows leg for leg. The pivotal moment came late in the game. With Van Gerwen under pressure to stay in the match, he missed a crucial double, a rarity for someone of his caliber. Deswan, calm and focused, seized the opportunity, nailing his checkout to secure a stunning 10-6 victory. The crowd erupted in disbelief. Van Gerwen, visibly frustrated, acknowledged Deswan's performance but couldn't hide his disappointment. For Deswan, this was more than a win. It was a career-defining moment, proving he could take down even the best in the world. This shocking upset at the 2018 World Match Play remains one of the sport's most unforgettable moments, a testament to the fact that in darts, no legend is untouchable, even prodigies. Luke Littler, a rising star and a name many already hail as a future #1 in darts, faced an unexpected stumble in the first round of the European Championship in Dortmund. The young prodigy, known for his remarkable talent and ice-cool composure, entered the match as the clear favourite against Andrew Gilding. On paper, this was a straightforward win for Littler. However, they say, tables can turn any time. From the outset, Gilding played with a determination that caught Littler off guard. While Littler showcased glimpses of the brilliance that's made him a household name, missed doubles and scoring inconsistencies began to creep into his game. Gilding, sensing the opportunity, capitalised with steady scoring and clinical finishes, taking full advantage of Littler's rare slips. The pivotal moment came in the 10th leg, With the match hanging in the balance at 5-4, Littler had a chance to force a decider but missed a crucial checkout. Gilding, unfazed, stepped up and sealed the victory with a precise double, leaving the crowd in stunned disbelief. This defeat serves as a reminder that even dart's brightest stars can falter. For Littler, it's a setback. For Gilding, it's a triumph to remember. Well, this is it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.